Continuing on 276, this week we have the practical problem 4.3. Do remember, the reason this one follows 4.2 is not just numerically, it's because I am trying to get you to think about reusing the code that you've already generated for the previous practical problem and using it here with this one. Once you have the idea of the menu structure down. And I do not mean the menu like ordering from a food menu, that's this problem, but I actually mean like the way we generate a menu using a switch statement, making selections easier for the user to manage and thereby making those selections easier for you to manage on the back end. So this is a continuation of that same theme, but you can use whatever selection structures it is that you feel are going to get your job done in as, swift and accurate a way possible. So here we go. Continuing on, you are going to begin the work of setting up a functional menu for a schmancy restaurant. Now, I am a father of a young child, so a fancy restaurant to me is one that has chicken nuggets, but this may be different things to you. So you are going to do the following. For 20 points, the initial selection that you are able to make is what day of the week it is. So a weekday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. So there are 3 total menu selections initially that the user is going to make. Next, creating a formatted display. So think about all the things that we can do to create a formatted display with new line and tab characters, and more importantly, with set width, with left and right, and set precision. Create a formatted display that will show the user the 3 fancy foods that they can order and the 3 fancy drinks that they can order. So there are 3 foods and 3 drinks for each of the 3 selections that they can make. So there are 3 Monday through Friday foods and 3 Monday through Friday drinks. There would then be 3 Saturday food items and 3 Saturday drink items. And then finally, there would be 3 Sunday food items and 3 Sunday drink items. The combinations there are a total of 9 that you have to manage. And yes, I do go through with the code and order different meals on different days to test out all of your logic when you're done. So that is 40 points in total for all 9 of those combinations. You are also going to show their prices for 2 reasons. Number 1, I absolutely positively hate it when a restaurant does not show their prices. I know the snarky answer is if you have to ask, you can't afford it. And I will tell you as a teacher, I can't afford it. So show me the prices, and remember you can use set precision, and you should use set precision to show 2 decimal places of floating point precision, because obviously we're going to need that when we do the next component, which is show the user their bill, which consists of the subtotal, the tax, the tip, and then their total. Next, for 20 points, is logic to ensure that the correct day displays the correct menu. So I want to make sure that as I'm going through, and I will check your code to make sure that as I'm going through, there really is that corresponding connection between the menu items and the days. So when I test Monday, I test Wednesday, I test Friday, etc., to make sure that everything is working properly. And finally, I also do go through and make sure that the math is all working properly. So if you tell me the food items are 10 and the drink items are 5 and the tax comes out to, let's just say, $250, I do go through and make sure that $1750 is the total there. So now you're aware how I go through and grade these. Finally, for the last 20 points, good user design, ensuring that the menus, the items, the prices, etc., are all displayed with the good user interaction, user experience themes that we have been talking about. So remember, every user interaction comes with a specific question asked by you, the developer, a response that is easy for the user to generate, and then finally, a confirmation that that response has actually triggered the interaction that the user has requested. So all of that goes together. But what can you do with line spacing? What can you do with set width? What can you do with tabs and, again, new lines to repeat? But all of these things go together. Each one of these projects, so here the 4.3 practical, should build on the excellence that you've already baked into the 4.2 project. Those should be, greater and achieve more than the 3 practical problems. So we are taking a closer look at all of those components as we are going on through here 276. So remember, I know that this seems like, honestly, and it is a pretty big step forward from the chapter 3 practical problems. And that's because I know that you as developers have made a step forward from the chapter 3 practical problems. So here is an opportunity to demonstrate your newfound developers, eyes, that you can show your newfound developers prerogatives. And this is a fantastic project to be able to do that. So there it is, 276 practical problem 4.3, the Schmancy menu. Good luck.